Hey y'all, so I am back with another um, reading. I feel like this reading won't be for the collective, but this reading will be based upon a passed over spirit. I feel intuitively this is the spirit of Sonya Massey. I was very hesitant on doing this particular reading. I feel like her spirit just came to me out of nowhere, and there's a lot that she wants to say. There's a lot that she wants to express. Um, I intuitively feel just by connecting with her, there's just a lot. There's a lot she wants to say that she didn't get a chance to say. Um, there's just a lot. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot that I pick up here that in terms of what she wants to say. So I'm going to do my best to honor what she wants to say. Before I begin, I really, I'm sorry, y'all. I am so nervous. I'm nervous doing this message, but I know it's something I have to do. There's so much that I pick up concerning this message that I would say is very dark. But for whatever reason, I I have to give this message. I don't, or at least I'm learning that where it concerns like mediumship, you can't really control when a spirit wants to um, connect with you, and you can't control what that spirit wants to say. You pretty much have to kind of get on with it. I mean, you can control if you want to connect with that spirit, but for the most part, you don't have really much of control over it. So I'm going to get into a little bit about who I feel intuitively she was, just like her character, her personality, etc. All right, my bad, y'all. So again, as you all know, the Sonya Massey story, I want to say this was about a year ago. If you are not familiar with her story, 333 on the timer before I begin. Definitely Google her story. I'll try to put in the description just a quick rundown on what took place with her. I'll get into who I feel she was, like her personality, all of that jazz, and then I will pretty much finish up with whatever it is that she is wanting to talk about, whatever she wants to express. Keep in mind, while listening to this reading, whether it be this reading or any other readings I have done based upon passed over spirits, I don't control what that spirit wants to talk about. I don't control the message. I don't control certain truths that they want to expose. The only thing that I am is a channel, literally. And whatever energy presents itself to me, whatever they want to say, I give it in whatever message that they want to express. So I don't control any of that. I know, I wouldn't say it was on two different videos, but I think it was on one particular video. I don't know, somebody was trying to be funny, or I guess got upset or whatever the case may be, but and it was concerning a certain individual I did a reading on, but again, I don't control what a spirit wants to talk about. If it triggers anyone, if it makes you upset, if you feel some type of way, then honestly, that's like a personal problem. That has nothing to do with me. And, I can't really please everyone. That's another thing that I'm learning as well. It is what it is. So feel how you want. I really don't care. My objective by doing these videos as well before I began is to give the spirit who wants to speak a voice. Give them whatever final closure they need. And that's literally where I come in at. I feel like it's very important for, just as they were here in life. It's important that people have a voice, whether you are here and you're alive or you have passed over and you're no longer here. That's just my perspective. I feel like we all deserve to have a voice. So I feel like the only difference when connecting with different spirits who have once lived is that they're just in a different form. They're no longer in flesh and bone, but they still have a voice, and their voice is just as important as much as the living is. So that's just my perspective on it. So again, keep in mind I don't control the message. And if I pause in between, just bear with me. So right off the bat, I feel like Sonya was, honestly, I feel like she was very bubbly. She was very, in tune with Earth, with Mother Earth. She enjoyed, there's a lot of activities she enjoyed with her son. I'm getting like mother-son dynamic. She enjoyed being a mother, even though she was a single mother. I'm getting something about her being a single mother as well. She enjoyed not only connecting with Earth, but she enjoyed helping people too. That's another thing that I get. Like Sonya was she was big on helping people. Like Sonya was the type of person I'm getting that if you needed her for anything, like she would help you. I also feel like Sonya was a woman of truth. She wouldn't tell you something that you wanted to hear. She was a truth speaker. I strongly pick up as well that Sonya was a chosen one. She was definitely a chosen one. Chosen by God, the Most High. She was not afraid to speak the truth. She was not afraid where others might have been afraid. She was going to speak on it either way. I feel like Sonya often felt like she felt um, she felt misunderstood a lot in her life. 1010 on the timer. I also see 919. She felt very misunderstood by society, by some of her family members, not everyone. I feel like she's saying she got along with majority of her family, but there were a few in her family that for whatever reason, they couldn't, like they didn't quite see eye to eye. What I'm also getting from Sonya is that she's saying she did suffer a lot from, she's saying I suffered a lot from my mental health, 1110, 1111 on the timer. But she's also saying I was a woman of God. I believed in no other God is what she's saying to me. Sonya to me was just a sweet person, just across the board. There's a lot that 1144 in the timer. I feel like there's a lot she did not understand concerning this life, like concerning society, concerning the laws of society, concerning just human nature. Just she had a lot of questions, but she more so didn't understand how there's so much evil in the world. 1212 on the timer. She was constantly conflicted with that. Like she was trying to understand how the world got so evil and had so many people in the world who was evil. She's telling me that she was there's something here. She keeps saying that she was gang stalked, or she felt like she was, but she wasn't quite sure if what she's saying to me is she wasn't quite sure if she was actually being gang stalked or if that was an illusion that she was suffering from. 1313 on the timer. She's telling me something in relation to her medication. There was something in relation to her medication, her not having enough, or that before that night took place, there was I don't know, she was trying to like make calls, or she was trying to make calls in relation to her medication, or there was going to be a delay in her medication, or like there's something about her medication. I don't know if she was prescribed a certain she was well, no, she's telling me she was prescribed a certain it was a certain prescription that she needed filled, but she wasn't able, like the prescription had been filled that day, but she wasn't able to get to the pharmacy in time to get it, but she was going to get it she was going to send someone to get it the following day. She might have made a phone call to a family member, or a family member called her that day. Like this is the same day that the incident happened with her. There's something here that, like, it's something about her medication. She was needing to take that particular piece of her medication, like to help her with her mind. 15:15 on the timer. But something, she wasn't able to get to the pharmacy, she keeps saying. There's something significant here about sunflowers. Sonya keeps telling me that she loved flowers, but she loved sunflowers, roses. Her favorite tea, she was a big tea drinker as well. She believed in herbalism. She believed that herbs was and still is our medicine. She's also wanting me to, she's saying that I was practicing herbalism. I was practicing herbs. She might have already started collecting, like, collecting different herbs, like forming like a collection. She said she had like a collection. There's a lot she wants to say to her family too. She's saying that's why she's giving out this message. She also wants to say that she forgives the police officer who took her life. She's saying that I forgive him for taking my life because I know that wasn't him that night that did it. And y'all can take what y'all will from that particular message, but that is exactly how she wanted me to say it. She's saying that she knows that wasn't him that did it. She understands that like she's saying that she is happy that justice is served, but she understands that there was something more spiritual going on as to why he was operating in the way that he was, is how she's wanting me to say it. What I strongly get from Sonya as well is that she was very spiritual. Like, very spiritual.